It always does that.
Hello, everybody! I think I just started our stream with a curse. Anyways, we're just gonna wait here for a couple minutes while everybody shows up.
Yeah.
Per usual.
I feel like there was something we could talk about.
Just gonna...
Man, I really feel like there was something we were going to talk about. I can't think what it was now.
Unisana Hoodie?
Well, I mean, that's a thing.
Oh, we have something that we want to do after stream.
Oh!
Draw...
Wait, we're doing that after stream?
Yeah. Cat, shark,
Hey! I didn't know we were playing it after stream. I thought we were playing
I wanted to try it after stream, or at least float the idea of having people play with us after stream. It's called... oh god.
Gartic or something like that? Gartic phone?
Gartic phone? It's fucking great. I got my second shot yesterday. Also, hi! Hey! Yay. Congratulations!
So it occurs to me that with the new wire, can't we move this like here or something? Will that fuck with the audio too much?
That will fuck with the audio too much. It's still much better to just have it here.
Because, like, it really is easier if you can see the comments yourself, though.
Yesterday. Congratulations. Not me. I'm reading out Ace's comments. I still haven't gotten my shot, because Ford is an idiot.
Yeah. I think, by the way, like, in regards to why it's taking so long for the waiting list thing, is because we are, you know, stuck.
We're staying inside.
Oh yeah, I saw some VTubers play Gartic Phone. It looked fun. It is fun.
It's really freaking fun, and I want to play it, and I would love to have you, Kiro, since you're a fellow artist, and it would be nice to see some other art.
Good art. And not stick figures like I do. Yes. Also, Arthas is getting his shot on the 27th. That's awesome.
Yay, that's really great. I'm glad everybody's getting vaccinated.
But yeah, I think the reason we're taking so long is because we are in a hotspot and we are stuck waiting for one in this hotspot, and it's probably doing a lot of people before us.
Yeah, I mean, we live around, what, 2 retirement communities?
Yeah.
So they gotta go first, and supply has been terrible and gotten even worse because Ford decided AstraZeneca wasn't needed anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, not Ford, Trudeau. My bad. I'm...
Yeah, no, that's Canada-wide for the most part.
Yep. Well, I say Trudeau. Trudeau's government. Obviously, we vote on things.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough negative Nancy.
I say Canada-wide, but...
I'm really glad all my friends are getting vaccinated. That means the world might start going back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's vaccinated but us. Yeah.
I'm not feeling too sore about it.
It's not because we're irresponsible, it's just because we're in a bad situation and we can't travel for a vaccine, so...
No, we're waiting for this little pharmacy around the corner to do all the vaccinations for all the people in all this huge area, because there's a whole lot of old people who also can't travel, so we're behind them.
That's why we're taking so long, I think.
Yep.
Is because we are absolutely not priority.
No,
and we are in an area we're full of lots of priority that is also a hot zone, so they started earlier, but they also have a lot more to get through, and people who can travel can go to less populated drugstores and stuff to get their shots. Take a while before I get mine too. Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I know that you'll stay safe and everything will be okay, Kiro.
Yep, that's the thing. Until we get it, we're just staying inside, not going out.
Just ordering groceries in. I think that's pretty much everybody we need. I'm just gonna set a quick to my other friends.
Yeah.
Because I'm that kind of streamer.
Oh, I thought of something. So, we watched Castlevania Season 4.
Holy
wow,
shit.
It was great.
Okay, I say this with no joke in my mind. Easily the best season of any media I've ever watched. Seriously, if you haven't watched Castlevania before now, watch it. It is the best series I've ever watched.
I'm not sure I would personally agree with that, but as the best ever, but it is definitely up there in my opinion.
Apparently the plan is that everyone should be able to get their first shot by Canada Day, then they'll lift gathering restrictions down and mask restrictions after the second shots. Yeah, that's the hope. I don't think that's gonna happen, because everybody sat on their laurels and did nothing about getting themselves vaccinated because they figured, no, we have the vaccines, it's gonna be really easy to roll this out. No, it isn't. It wasn't. But if only 90% of Canadian population, but only...
Well, if 90% of Canada's population is vaccinated, will they be doing the restrictions?
Yeah, and we're doing something like 4,000, 5,000 people a day in a, like, 5 million population, city. And, that's not gonna happen. Like, sorry, 10 million, 20 million, something like that. It's stupid fucking high here.
Jeez.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw that sign just outside of Ottawa.
They're still only doing people over a certain age, and I guess that makes sense with the lack of a government. They probably haven't been able to coordinate things very well there.
Yeah, I'm real sorry, Kiro. But at least it sounds like the infection rates are kind of low over there. I mean, I only briefly looked a couple times.
Might get it by July-ish is probably pretty close to when we're going to be getting it as well anyways.
It's the weirdest thing. My mom, she works in a store, and she's, like, constantly there, and she's constantly interacting with people. She has a face mask, whatnot. And, she got her first shot, like, a week ago. And she's getting her next shot in September, and she's priority. Like...
Jeez.
I don't get it. I don't understand how these vaccines are being determined at all.
Keep in mind, I'm talking about Quebec, don't know about the rest of Canada. It's very interesting to me that, like, Quebec was doing terribly early on.
Very terribly. No offense.
And then immediately it just, like, Quebec's doing bad, and then, nope, Quebec's doing fine. Ontario's like, woo, we suck now!
I actually looked at the numbers recently. Quebec yesterday had 896 new cases, something like that. And we had 2,500 new cases.
Jesus.
Like, you guys are doing so much fucking better than us. It's absurd. Okay, I think that's enough people and enough talk.
It's absolutely time to start playing. We've been 7 minutes.
Yep, we've been 7 minutes. This is enough. Okay. Steam Allen Cloud Wake? Steam Cloud Allen Wake? I'm guessing, yeah.
Probably, it's the only one that's there. Cars that have their interior lights on can be driven. You can drive cars in this game? Yeah, this looks right.
Okay. Oh boy.
Hey! Douchebags!
Okay, yeah, that's how I shoot. Uh-oh. Ah, fuck.
I think I actually remember Alan Wake being on a list of, like, the worst, worst commercial... Fuck, what's the... Not commercial... Like, they advertise something in, like, a game or movie.
Yeah, I got nothing for you. Trailer?
No.
Teaser?
No, like, when something, like, you see people have, like, Pepsi cans in a movie or something, or Dell laptops.
Placement.
Product placement.
Product placement, yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember actually seeing Alan Wake on our list of, like, the worst product placement.
Uh-oh.
Simply because of the fact that it's, like, it's such a terrible ad for the product.
Okay.
Because you were bringing up last time, it's Energizer. But the batteries last no time at all in the game.
Yeah,
so it makes the product look terrible.
It really does.
Apparently you passed the page.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll go back. As much as I really don't want to. That was
Also, okay. Archive Odin says they loosened the measures recently, and the day after people were out in droves, they never learn. Yeah, that happened like what, 3 times here?
Yeah.
They kept re-loosening, and everything would get worse, and they'd.
My area is a pretty good thumb on the pulse of the idiots, because I constantly see people without masks in my own building, and I know for a fact every single last one of them can afford them. Anyways, so yeah,
Also,
they loosened the restrictions, and I met a guy at a bus stop who told me that COVID was a hoax. He wasn't wearing a mask. He was coughing on anyone who did have a mask, including he tried to cough on me, but I just dodged him.
Also, Satan is here, and he says hello, and also he said product placement. Thank you very much.
Yep.
For helping me.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light.
Ugh,
An old
people.
portable TV
Indeed,
on the
we
shelf
should
had
just get
come
rid of them
alive
all.
by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Huh. Yeah.
People are the worst. Good thing they're all going to die.
But you know what was really gut-wrenching about that interaction?
Oh no, Ace. Apparently his brother-in-law is like that on Facebook and it pisses him
Oh,
off.
I'm sorry.
You have like a COVID denial brother? That sucks.
I'm so
man.
sorry. The thing that pissed me off about that interaction is there was a woman who was a nurse. She worked at a fucking retirement home and she thought it was a scam too, and she was going on the same bus I was, so she works in one of the fucking retirement homes around here and I don't know her name.
Oof.
Yep. Okay.
There's this scene from a movie that I remember getting passed around a lot, like early on in COVID in response to all the anti-maskers and stuff. I don't know what the movie is, but the scene is, and like if I find it, I will link it later in like the Discord. If you people haven't seen it, it's something about wearing masks in their homes is the stupidest thing. I mean, yeah,
Agreed.
there is sometimes a reason to do that, but usually not.
Like, if you're sick, you know you're sick with COVID, but you're not sure if your children or your family is sick with COVID, and you have to move around the house to go get something, wear a mask. Other than that, no, there's no reason.
Yeah.
Unless
Also,
you have an open porch or something.
Arthur says, I do know a COVID denier who tried to convince me that my dad died of something other than COVID once. I actually didn't know that your dad died of COVID.
I'm so
sorry to hear that.
Arthur.
Like, we did talk about, I did know that he died. I did not remember that it was COVID. I'm sorry about that.
I'm so sorry, Arthas. Also, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
My God.
Fuck that guy. Right, I want to start talking about the thing I was talking about again, but kind of feel bad now.
No.
Well, okay,
I
so...
don't think you'd be disrespecting Arthas if you continued.
So, there was a...
Oops.
Holy shit, that's so cool! Flare gun, basically the most effective weapon in this game.
Sorry.
I'm going to Home Alone and think COVID enters through the vents in windows, and thanks, guys. Okay, yeah, that's really stupid.
Yeah, that
First
okay.
of all, most ventilation nowadays does not actually come from outside.
No.
Second, it's...
Okay, well, outside where it would be a risk. Continue.
Okay, it doesn't come direct from outside, in most cases.
Continue.
And as for Windows, again, even with the new strain that is airborne, quotation marks, it's not airborne. It doesn't travel through the air. It lingers in the air, but it doesn't move through the air.
Like, it'll move on a breeze, but it...
No, not even. It's still heavier than air and cannot be transferred on air.
Okay.
What happens is watch the TV, it's always worth it.
Yeah, we will.
Okay. What happens is it stays in one place and it can kind of like hover, I guess. I don't know how the new strain works exactly, but I do know that COVID is not airborne. It cannot be carried on the wind. It can't. What can happen is it can be carried in droplets that you can like spray to the air, and those can be potentially moved in the wind. but for the most part, unless you are directly in the spray of something, you're fine. Or if you go like into a spot where someone who was infected was standing recently with the new strain, which is
I think it was something like 5 minutes. Don't quote me on this. Do your own research. With anything we say, do your own research, because we're not scientists.
Oh, also Arthur says, and don't forget the page.
Yep.
Oh, he also said, and thanks, guys.
No problem.
Wake lies to the sheriff.
But,
that sounds good.
Okay, direct air access. I guess I'll talk about that after
The cabin
this.
on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Okay, so what I was talking about was there is usually like some sort of intake on a roof, especially in a large building like an apartment building. You usually see them as like little square vents, and it's there's an intake and then there's an outtake. The outtake is usually round and spinny and does stuff like, you know, spins.
Yeah.
And the square one is the one that takes in fresh air and is pushed throughout the whole building. If someone is on the roof with COVID, things are super mega weird, especially in apartment buildings where the only person that's allowed on the roof are staff. So there's no real risk if you have ventilation in your house. If you live near like an entranceway to a building and you don't want to open your windows, that's kind of understandable, you know.
Okay, I'm going to say though, even then, the air that comes in through that intake does not get sent directly to the vents, though.
No, it gets filtered, it gets put through several systems that would catch it before you...
First of all, it probably goes through the furnace, since it's probably the air that's also being used to heat the place.
Yeah, if you have indoor heating through that area, then yes, it's going to go through the furnace
If you
first.
live in any house born after what's it called, you have heating.
Yeah, like, if you will be fine. You can trust the ventilation in your building. Don't suffocate yourself.
But like, that's what I meant when I said, like, no air comes directly from outside.
No air comes from directly outside unless you open a window.
Yeah.
And even
And
then...
that's not an issue unless someone is literally at your window trying to cough into your house.
Yeah, basically, you'll be fine.
In which case, you probably have worse problems.
You'll be fine, everything's okay, it's not truly airborne yet.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Okay, watch the TV and stuff, and then I'm going to continue talking about that scene thing I was talking about.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind.
Goddamn right on Sega.
Einstein, Sagan,
Fucking badass.
princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Spring.
Oh yeah, this is the Twilight Zone thing!
Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical
Are
demonstration.
you also laughing at Moorcock Institute? Yes! We are fucking 5.
As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead.
Oh boy!
Now, you might
Please.
think this round is merely a dud. Not so.
No.
Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine
Oh, cool,
here,
he's
I am
quantumly
assured
immortal.
that this
Quantum
reality
immortality is such a cool
always
theory.
a former.
And the idea of actually being able to use that is actually really cool.
Immortality. Under no circumstances can this
Okay,
gun
now I want to create a
kill me.
character whose entire
wait a
power
minute.
is that.
What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you...
And I was about to say, and the downside is knowing that every time they use that power to keep themselves alive, they're killing another version of themselves.
Huh.
They always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not
What?
I think
happen.
it's unplug the machine.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, filled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened. The decaying
Also, its
atom
first rating was on the
unobserved.
show. Yeah, I remember that. Have you guys heard of the Dorval Senior Home, CHSLD Heron? It's all over the news in March. I don't know anything about that. I'm assuming if it was in the news in March and April 2020, I'm assuming something terrible COVID-related happened.
Something about them neglecting their patients. I think I heard vaguely about it. I'm sorry. You're going to have to tell us. We pushed the button.
You did a push of the. Oh, look, moths! Moth. But yeah, I remember in Control them talking about Alan Wake rating for Night Springs. Also, Night Springs kind of sounds more like it reminds me more of like a Night Vale type thing than like a Twilight Zone type thing.
Okay. Cool.
I don't mean because it has night in it. I mean because like Night Springs sounds like a place. The Twilight Zone sounds like a concept. Same with like Outer Limits. Like shows like Twilight Zone, the naming convention seems to be different. But that's just the thing. Junipers. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Did I miss something?
Get up. I don't have what?
I think you are full up.
And pick up.
You have 20.
Yep.
Yeah, item limit reached.
Ugh.
You have 20 max batteries, apparently. In the early days of COVID, cases started appearing in Heron, and since there was no safe bench at the time, staff and police just stopped showing up. They literally left the residents to die.
Yes.
Oh, that's
yes, I
fucking
remember
gross.
this.
Oh yeah, the moth. There's a few moth YouTubers. There's one called like Ichigo Lemonade or something like that.
Fuck.
There's
Okay.
another one called like Something Side,
Oh my god.
who talked about how she wanted to eat Takahata's head. It was very interesting. I still find it interesting that Takahata's a VTuber now. Even when I'm seeking help was too late for me. Yeah, Jesus Christ. There are a lot of good old folks' homes and places like that, but that's where a lot of terrible ones. Like this pandemic is just doing a great job outing all of the worst of humanity, honestly.
Be speedy, boy. Speed.
You do a speed.
Wah. Oh god. Hey, just hear me out on this
Yeah,
one.
he takes a
Die.
shot. Maybe try not shooting him.
No, I'm gonna shoot him in the leg.
My dad was a
Stucky's
oh.
body vanished, leaving behind only a
Oh.
lifetime of nightmares to
Oh,
come.
I'm sorry.
Assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas
Oh,
station.
okay. Ego Slider is the one I was thinking of, and yeah, okay, she is Juniper. All right. Man, this is such emotion whiplash. I hate it. Not that I'm blaming you, Arthas, or anything.
Nope. Nope. Vent if you need to. If we're the people that you want to vent to, then go for it.
That is really sad to hear, though, man. I'm really sorry to hear that.
I'm really sorry in general. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all the people that were involved in that got charged, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I would be deeply upset if they didn't, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'd start protesting.
Part of me feels like I should watch VTubers, but I just actually haven't been. All I see is, like, I follow Takahata, who follows a ton of VTubers, and I also
I
follow
recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Kemi, who is currently VTubing. It's okay, we're finally reaping the benefits of a class action lawsuit. Oh,
That's really great.
helpful.
I guess. Justice, at least.
Yeah.
I
After
wish
the
it never happened
insanity
at
I
all.
just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting, at least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself.
Anyways, about that scene I was talking about. So there's this scene from this show or movie. I don't know what it's from. And again, I will see if I can find and there's a manuscript page.
I don't know. Go ahead.
And basically what happens is a bunch of these people find themselves suddenly on a ship in space. Or a space station or something. They just find themselves in space. And a bunch of them become convinced that they're actually on the set of some kind of movie and it's all a prank, and they throw themselves out of the airlock and freeze and die. And the people watch this happen and are like, yeah, they're right, and more people start throwing themselves in the airlock. And so, like, the scene kind of started getting tossed around a lot during the early days of COVID in response to people being like, you know, it's all fake and stuff. Press F to focus.
Yeah.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week
Sorry,
between
Arthas
the
was
night we
saying
got
that you should
here
be
and
focused on
now.
that. But yeah, so just a lot of people were setting that thing around because it's like this is what the COVID deniers are like, just tossing themselves into death because it's all a hoax, man. Despite the clear evidence. Anyways, you should probably read that manuscript page now.
Nope. Okay. Yeah.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to
Poor
process the
Stucky.
horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
I mean, if it was only themselves they were hurting, to be less annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the worst part of all of this. They don't just hurt themselves, they hurt so many people, and I don't think most people grasp how many people you see in 2 weeks.
I remember having, like, the thought at one point that it's like, I don't even understand the concept of the anti-maskers now. Because, like, with the anti-vaccine thing, at least there's
The garage was a mess.
a reason.
It looked like someone had
quotation marks.
trashed the place.
Because, like,
Or that
okay,
there'd been some kind
if
of
you
fight.
believe that vaccines cause autism or they're going to put Bill Gates microchips in you and take control of your mind,
Which they're not.
yeah, they're not. None of that is true. But, like,
I'll keep writing. Outside there's only
Sorry.
dogs.
No worries.
Outside the cabin. Outside
Quite
the
a
store,
bad
there's
place
only
to stop you.
dogs. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop.
okay, I love that this has happened. He's just
I
like,
don't
huh,
believe
what's that
this.
over there?
It'd been me on the
Idle
TV.
animation.
Talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Okay.
Alright, so, your destination is the inside of the gas station. Okay. So, like, I was thinking, like, but, like, if you believe that stuff, like, truly believe that stuff, that's actually a reason, at least, if you were correct and stuff, that's a reason to not get the vaccine.
Not a good one.
It's not a good one, but I mean, if that were true, it would be a good reason.
It's not, though. Of
It's
course.
not. But, like, that's the thing, okay? So you have that. But, if you're an anti-masker, what exactly... There's a live-action video of Ecovili as Alan Wake. Yes.
Nice. What exactly do you have to prove that you shouldn't wear a mask?
Well, it doesn't even matter that. That's not the point. The point is, like, okay, let's say you are correct. And you actually believe that there is no COVID and the masks are unnecessary. What do you actually gain by not wearing one still? Or what are you avoiding by not wearing one?
It's uncomfortable and it's hard to breathe.
So, like, this is gonna sound weird, but I have more respect for anti-vaxxers than I do for anti-maskers.
This is gonna get clipped out of context. Jesus fucking Christ.
Sorry, Wait, Ilka, it's Ilka, right? Oh, I'm sorry.
Ilka?
I keep fucking up the name Ilka Vili, and I keep saying Ika, because when it's spelled, it just looks like two I's instead of an I and an L.
68th Annual Deer Fest, September 15th to 18th. Games, activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions, live music for the children, Bucktooth, Charlie, afternoons in Montgomery, the Mystics' amazing Phantasmagoria evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deer Fest parade.
I mean, yeah, they are mostly the same people. I don't have respect for either of them.
No, I
like to
legitimately don't, since
They are
neither
all
of their
horrible
reasons
people,
are.
and they're all damaging the entire world.
Neither of their
I'm
reasons
just
are
saying
valid.
that, like, anti-maskers are literally, even in their beliefs, just selfish assholes.
Yep. There's no logical reason for it in their own beliefs. They're the worst people.
Rainbow
Yeah.
Sheriff Station.
Oh no, you're about to be arrested for breaking into a gas station, I think.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake.
Oh,
But
man, her
listen,
name is
I was
Breaker.
in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the
cool
island, on
last name.
Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen,
Wait,
We'll
did you get
figure
hit in
this
the head?
out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station. Okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she
It's
wouldn't
all
have me
coming
around.
true!
I like this. I like this a lot. You just get little pieces of the future.
Yeah. Sarah Breaker, daughter of Frank Breaker, retired FBC agent. She thinks he's a retired NYPD officer. Oh, that's cool.
Roll credits!
Oh my god, we got to the beginning of the game.
Tiptoes to my room.
It only took us 2 episodes.
Oh, that feels bad.
Stardust and a whisper.
End of episode 1!
Everything.
Maybe we should have been playing a little bit longer.
Maybe, just a little bit longer.
Close
Oh.
my eyes.
Oh, I feel bad now.
Should I have skipped that?
Did you
Need to
skip
write
something?
with my wife.
I don't know, it was just hovering on the words and it was like enter, and I was like, okay.
Oh, well, if it said enter.
it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Fuck, we really should have started the episode with this!
Yeah.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy
I was
men
attacked by
right from the nightmare.
Okay, I thought they said shadowy men at first.
The sheriff
for
took
some
me to the
reason.
lake Alice
Read
and I
that
had
wrong.
stayed at.
This game is
But the
styled like an
cabin
episodic
disappeared.
TV show. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it really
Taken.
feels like it. They
Oh my god, Liam Neeson's suddenly gonna show up. And you only missed a song. You missed a song!
Oh, I'm sorry. The country song is going to have to wait because, you know, I like my YouTube channel. And I don't want this video to get taken down.
Well, that is actually a good
Honey,
point. We don't know
I'm
if that
home.
would be.
Back here, sweetie.
Back here,
How
sweetie,
was
how
it?
was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
Wait, what?
You
What's
should put
happening
some
now?
coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Why does this feel sitcom-y?
And suddenly, because you said that, all I can think of
Coffee's
is the beginning of Saints Row
Thanks.
4.
I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Well, not the beginning, the first part in the simulation.
I want to go look at the outside. The snow? What is this, Canada? I'm sorry. Ooh, TV.
Oh man, they got a TV?
Pretty small one, honestly.
I wish we had a TV.
Aw, yeah.
I say
We only have this giant computer screen monitor.
So to say, I say while we are using a TV screen as a computer monitor because we have more than one.
Oh, hey.
New
I
York
just
does
finished
get
those cover
snow. New York
mock-ups.
does in
You're already
fact get
guessed.
snow. Hey,
What'd
look,
you
it's
think?
No kidding. I
what's
didn't
it
think
called?
you'd get them done this quickly.
There's
On
a thermos.
occasion, I can perform
Grab
all
the thermos.
sorts of miracles, my
Grab the
dear.
geek thermos.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, there's a thermos.
What's the deal with Eldritch Nightmare creatures? Pre-recorded laughter. Oh, wait, I fucked it up. What's the deal with Eldritch Nightmare creatures?
What? Examine cover mock-ups where? Is it this thing? I can't turn. Me big dumb where cover! Is it in here? No. Is it in her butt? Is it on? It looks like there's parts of it on the screen. There's my photos! I'm
just
dumb.
waiting for
Help.
Arthas to tell us how dumb we are.
Help. I'm just
Maybe
gonna go in the
they're-
other room.
Did she...
Yep, it's here. Okay.
These look really
In
good.
Alan's office.
Oh, sure.
Alan.
So Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body.
Pick up
The
manuscript
last
page.
time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
Alan,
Please check the
Alan,
fuse
please
box.
check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it,
Return to
honey.
sender,
Please
but I
hurry.
can't forget. Alex Casey. The twilight the things that I want. Why did I read that, like, so wrong? The fall of Casey.
Huh.
I really don't like this,
I'm right
Alan.
here,
You
baby.
don't like this,
hurry.
Alan?
I'm
Please
fine,
hurry.
I'm fine. Just
fine.
get the lights back
By the
on
way,
now,
for anyone who
please.
doesn't know what terrible joke I was making where I was
Is
just
it in the bedroom?
where I was just going, Alan. Watch Jurassic Park 3.
I really need those lights on.
It's
I
bad.
know, honey. My God, she's more whiny than me.
She seems to be more scared of the dark than you.
I-
It's difficult.
I don't think anybody is.
Well, I mean, that's why she's panicking right now, is because
Check
it's
the fuse
this
box.
dark.
It's in the
You don't
hallway.
get scared for this dark.
I mean, I think it's supposed to be darker. Okay, wait, where? She's telling me where the fuse box is, and I keep missing it. I'm really dumb. There it
Alex
is.
Casey's like Alan's version of Max Payne.
I can't
Yeah,
handle
it's
Honey,
the
it's a
TV
power
show.
outage.
I was gonna
I've
say
got
it's
the
the TV
flashlight.
show he writes. It's the book character writes. It's
Hi.
his version
You okay?
of
I'm sorry. I just...
Nikki Heat.
just
Is
really
that
spooky.
the name of the
Don't worry. We'll
character?
just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just...
By the way, I do
especially when
love
you're not prepared
that
for it, you
the
know?
Castle
It
show.
gets to
They
me.
actually wrote
I love
had
it.
like a ghost written novel
Tell me a story,
made
writer.
of the
Okay.
Heatwave novel. I've read it.
I
It's
used to have these nightmares when
actually
I was
not
a
bad.
kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah.
Read the
If I
manuscript
ever
page
got
after
scared
the
of the
cutscene.
dark, I could just flip the switch and a
read the
magic
page.
light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
You didn't read
Here
the
it is.
manuscript
Sorry!
immediately. How dare you? No.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar.
Ah,
Thanks for
the
this.
curse of being a creative person. No one believes you when you say something is true.
Aw, they cute. Only their apartment has a balcony, because fuck everybody else.
Hey, it's like our apartment. The exact opposite, though,
How do you
because ours
feel,
is the
Mr.
only one that
Wake?
doesn't have a
Any
balcony.
Nausea, disorientation, anything like
That's
that?
not true, but yeah.
Mr.
Yeah, I
Wake,
know.
how are you feeling?
Kidding. They're like every second one has a balcony, and we are in the first one.
I'm
or is it
okay.
the
My
other way
head's
around.
fine.
Every first one.
I had to
and we're
lie
in the
about my
second
headache and memory
for our
loss.
hallway.
He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I
Hey,
don't
we're
think
back
you have
in
a
the game.
concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come
My
see me.
name's Doc Mitchell, and after this, I gotta get.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss.
Oh! It's Trench's voice, because this is Alex
This was
Casey
a late
talking.
goodbye. 13
Like,
years
aka
after
the
I got
character
my
that
revenge,
Alan
it
created.
finally caught up with me.
So these are from the
It had
actual
been a
novel.
long time to bear the
Also
pain.
voiced Max Payne,
My blood
which is hilarious.
painted the snow red, a gruesome, slushy.
What happened?
Painkillers,
slushy.
leisure down the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Okay, so we have a noir-style story.
Sarah,
Because
Sheriff
what he wrote was a
Breaker is
detective
waiting for
novel.
you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate
So,
your
okay.
wife and
The first one was about him. The second one is seemingly from his actual novel.
I mean, pretty well written. The snow slushy could definitely use a rewrite.
Greasy slushy. I don't know, I think that's some great imagery right there.
Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing
You
soon.
can't change them in the
them
dark.
the
Don't you
dark.
technically have to change a light bulb while the light's off, though?
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
Oh, okay. It's not letting me leave because
Mr.
yeah.
Wake,
It's basically the Max
sheriff
Payne
is waiting
story.
for you in her office down the corridor.
Okay, thanks. That's actually
That
pretty
was
helpful.
Cynthia Weaver.
I
guess you can call her the
You know what's
town
weird?
eccentric.
I have actually played the first. Well, no, I watched someone play in person the first Max Payne. Like, I watched them play, I was sitting next to them. I don't remember anything about the game except that you could do bullet time jumps and shit, and it was cool.
Come in, Mr.
But
Your phone's on
the
the
only
desk.
thing I remember is because I saw a scene from, I think, Max Payne 3? Which is
Have
the
you started looking for my wife yet?
thing where he, like,
My men are already
catches
on
a
it.
guy and the
Now,
guy's all,
can you
like,
tell me
being
what happened?
cocky
I'm not
bitch
sure.
and just
I
being
can't
like,
remember.
you know I'll walk.
I walked out of the
And
cabin.
Max is just
The
like, oh,
cabin
you'll
on
walk
Alton
alright.
Lake?
With a limp and
How
just
did you end up
breaks his
stuck
leg.
in
And I don't know why, but that's one of my
I wanted to
favorite
tell her what
things.
happened last night. but I couldn't.
It's so
She
clever.
locked me up.
Dylan said he saw a reality where Wake wrote the Alex Casey,
Excuse
and he
me.
saw another reality
I
where
need
the
to take
detective
this.
was real.
Hello?
Oh.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I
This is
say.
gonna sound really stupid, but Dylan is
Go to the back lot.
the brother from Control, right?
Look inside the junker.
I can't remember if that's accurate.
We're on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park.
I'm sorry, I didn't actually catch what you said.
Dylan Faden? It's Jesse's brother, am I right? Or was Dylan someone
Can I
else?
help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back. I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the caller. Alice's life was at stake.
He's one of our regulars.
Are you having trouble paying attention to what you're supposed to be doing? Max anything was made by Remedy, so it's test, and Remedy anything goes is up in the air. Ah.
They won't listen to me.
And yes, Dylan is... Okay, I, for some reason I couldn't remember if that was his name or not. For some reason I thought his name was like... Weirdly, I thought it kind of rhymed with Faden for some reason.
Good guy.
And so I was like, thrown off. I don't know why I thought that.
The early morning
Sorry.
light hurt my eyes and made my head
I'm not
ache.
really talking
The
to
man
you.
on the phone
I'm
had
talking
said,
to
go
buddies.
through the fence
Hey.
on
I just
the
keep
left.
glancing over at you to see what you're doing. Pick up it's probably better that you're paying attention to the thing, because when you were paying attention to me, you seem to be missing what you were supposed to be doing. Hayden Faden. Ow, man, that would have been amazing, actually.
It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department.
Be right back and I get some food. Okay, Kira.
Even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Okay, it's just music.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Okay, so jump, jump, jump. There we go.
There's some nice like here too, just because they
Bruh!
mean there aren't any pages.
Just destroy that whole fucking thing with one kick.
Look, the transcript page.
Okay.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last
Did I miss a
time,
page?
and the
Well, I was gonna say, did you miss the page? But then I remember there's also that
See?
some aren't there until nightmare mode, so it's hard to tell if you've missed a page or
stood
not.
on the wooden platform with Lover's Peak.
I imagine Arthas could tell you if you missed a page,
The lights on the
but
gas blinking red in the heights above.
I don't think we really want to
The urge to
wait
take a
on that.
step, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
No lucky.
Hey, so it's back to talking about Wake, though. That's cool.
Interesting. I'm just gonna poke around.
Oh, to see if you missed a page.
Yeah.
There's one in an office next to the jail cells, apparently.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, well, good thing I'm still here.
You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See?
Interesting.
Sure.
I'm not sure if that makes you more innocent, buddy, but okay. Hey, look, enough thermos, too.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign
He's
of
dead.
him.
Wake killed him.
Wait.
There's the page.
This is Thornton. Look, we've located the break room. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Never mind, that's later.
Mulligan here. Looks like someone really fresh.
I mean, we just found one, so.
Okay, roger that.
Alice, he's a shadow.
Bruh!
Look through the viewfinder.
Never mind again.
The shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there.
Oh god, it's the
Just
Moon
a
Man
collection
all
of
over again.
bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Okay. Did I miss it at the apartment? I really hope not. Hulk?
Hey, there's a character named Jane.
Hulk?
You can get to the back lot through that door
I wonder
and
if
down
they'll
the
die.
corridor, Mr. Wade.
Yep. I know. I'm just looking for.
I gotta head out now. See ya. Bye, Ace.
Bye, Ace. Sorry about this. I really wanted to progress the plot, but now I'm like panicked about missing papers.
Don't worry about it.
all
If
right,
you
Mr.
end
Wake?
up missing
Can we
papers,
continue the
we'll
interview?
just make you
I
play
need
the
to go
entire
outside.
movie. It's fine.
Clear my head.
Well, we can talk once you're feeling better.
I'm just Yep.
You didn't necessarily miss them. There are some you pick up out of order.
Oh, okay.
So I love it. The game is specifically designed to make sure that you have no way of telling if you got all the papers or not. That is a dick move, and I love it.
Listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like
So assuming this guy's telling the truth, chances are he fought a shadow thing.
Yep.
I wonder how he managed to beat it, since it sounds like he beat it to death.
space alien.
Did he just manage to get some light?
Yep.
A drunk would say, but believe me,
Sounds like he got really lucky
I
then.
wasn't drunk.
Oh my god. It's my grandmother. I'm just gonna...
Yep. Alright.
Hello! I'm good, I'm currently...
Alright, everybody, so I'm just gonna progress the plot and hope for the best. There we go.
Alice's driver's license had been placed in the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Bye, mate.
Ow, thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Alan's doing the real fucking dumb thing here.
The writer is a light that reveals the world of his
this story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Oh, he's out. Okay. I was like, did he see that? No.
Marvelous, sir. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Oh no, what
on
did the
their
Andersons
recent-
do now? Oh, what?
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake
It's
Lodge.
the thing that was
Did you
Hartman
talk
before
to
he,
my wife?
while
I
he was
had
still
the pleasure
Hartman.
of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh my!
Take it easy.
I mean, at the moment, as far as we know, he didn't do anything to really deserve
Get
that.
your hands off of my client. Who are you? I'm Barry Wheeler.
Considering what we know
his
later, that was
agent.
very satisfying.
If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me.
Hartman's a
You
chill boss.
yokels
You'll have no
won't
problem
know what
with
hit
working
you
at his
once I
clinic.
stick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah.
No, he'll
I'm
luck
all
with
right.
me describing
I
bosses
don't
will
want
be
to
a
press
terrible
charges.
boss.
Mr. Wake, my
Very
offer
funny,
still
I hate you.
stands.
No, not really.
Get me out of here.
Smells like toast in here.
What the hell was that about, Al?
Well, the good news is,
We
I
don't need
think I
a
smell that
replay of
too,
that
so I
thing
don't
with
think
the
you're having a
paparazzi.
stroke.
I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone.
Now I want
told
toast.
Gary everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Grizzly bear.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Uh-huh.
Is Husbunny still here? I don't think so, no. I don't really understand what's happening with Husbunny right now, although... Okay, I'm gonna go up to the cabin and then we're going to stop there. So I assume there's a save point. What?
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate.
That was the sexual way to get
I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Thermos. Okay, welcome back. We're actually almost ready to stop here. My wife's up at Lover's Peak, and I have to go get her. I'm sorry about the weird, quiet silence near the end here, but, I didn't really want to talk over anybody while they're, explaining their life story. And being rather interesting. I like this game. Very well written. So, do I just save? No, I can't just save. Be a
lock the door when I leave.
or something?
Yep, you go ahead and do what you have to do.
How
I'll
do I
be
save
fine.
again? Oh
Well,
god, I don't
fine.
remember.
And a
Did it
cabin
just
straight from a
autosave
horror
when I
movie.
arrived? Probably it.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Honestly, Alan Wake seems like, to a degree, it's not a great game to stream.
Real funny, Al.
Simply because there's a lot of dialogue and stuff
I'll just sit here in the
so
dark
far.
till you come back.
And,
Or
like,
until I get
you don't really
eaten
want
by
to
a
talk
gorilla.
over most of it.
Until you get eaten by a gorilla. It's already saved. It's saved when the cutscene ended. Ah, thank you. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm gonna be in the Discord, down below in the comments, and we're going to be organizing some of that drawing game. And we will start doing that shortly after the stream when everybody's ready, or what everybody agrees on. You'll see. Join us in the Discord.
Yay.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. See you guys tomorrow when we stream Pathologic 2.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.